Hello everyone, I'm Yoshizawa from Sony Development Team. Call me Yoshi. If you keep watching from last seminar, it's been a while. I usually work on aibo API development. Nice to meet you. And this is my buddy Kotaro. I hope you enjoy this broadcast from Tokyo. Kotaro, say hello. Hi. Okay. So, Kotaro, please wait here. Okay, today we are going to talk about aibo visual programming for a change. This is because we are currently running a programming contest that we want you to join in on. In the contest, we have two ways to enter. One way is an idea contest. In the left one you see, you don't have to, one way is idea contest and another one is a visual contest in the right one, visual programming contest in the right one. You don't have to know anything about programming to join to the ideas contest, as it is simply an idea contest. My team will add details on that contest in the chat form. The second way to enter is through the visual programming contest. You can see in the right one. This part is open to both USA and Japan. You can see the contest by submitting your own program for visual programming. So, okay. So, today we will give you a great overview of visual programming so you can enter this section on the contest too, as it really is not too difficult once you get the hang of it. Now let me introduce today's agenda. First, I'm going to explain what is aibo visual programming and how to use it. After that, we will create a few simple programs, as you can see in the screen. We have 3 contents for sample program. And after that, we have announcement, more details about aibo visual programming contest. And for last, we will make some time for Q&A session, so please feel free to post any questions if you have. So, okay, let's move on to the main topic, aibo visual programming. Aibo visual programming is a tool to allows you to easily create a movement of aibo without any programming knowledge. For example, you can create a movement such as if you say good morning to aibo, aibo will sing a song. Some people may think programming sounds difficult, but with this tool, it will be just like a piece of cake. Okay, let's start from talking about what is a programming. So, the rough idea of programming is that you will make a request in multiple combinations. For example, Usually, you request aibo to do something like sit down or give me your hands. But in programmatical way, you can combine a request like give me your hands after sitting down and work, and repeat it 3 times. So, as I said before, the core part of programming is to build a combination of requests. So how does it sound to you? Doesn't it sound easy? So let's get started with aibo visual programming. So please prepare your computer, smartphone or iPad. We will use internet browser for visual programming with your device. So if you are using smartphone, the screen is likely going to be way too small. So we recommend using a computer or tablet. At this time, we will use a Windows computer and Chrome as a browser, our browser. So, at first, please go to aibo.com. Maybe some of you might have seen this website sometimes before. So you will find a link to start visual programming from here. Let's click on that. So you will take this website and let's click start developing. So let's click sign in this button, but if you buy your aibo in USA, but if my aibo in Japan, so I click this button. So you are now signing in. This will take some moment. So let's start it. Okay, this is the very first screen of aibo visual programming. On the left side, you can see many things that aibo is able to do through visual programming. You'll see many things in here. So each of these are called a block. You can program by dragging and dropping these blocks to the right and connecting them. So for example, I will drag and drop maybe this block, and for example if I click this block, you will see aibo is like enjoying or overjoying. So this is a way of enjoying visual programming, and this is the power of visual programming. So let's go to more details. So here's one tip. You can program only on your aibo only, so you can't control other one's aibo. So if you open the visual programming site, you'll see your aibo's name in here, so you can make a request to your own aibo. Okay. By the way, I think your aibo is moving freely in daily life. So you may want your aibo to be a little quieter when you are programming. In that case, you can make aibo wait for commands. When you put aibo in waiting for command mode, it becomes quiet and it waits for you. Like he's saying, now what do you want me to do? So, to make aibo wait for commands, click on the block, this block, make aibo wait for commands. When aibo gets the command and finishes it, it says complete. When you have done playing with aibo, please return it to the stop waiting state. You can do this by selecting aibo stops waiting for a command and just click on it. Yep. Actually, you can enjoy visual programming without turning aibo into waiting for command mode. But if so, aibo may find some other fascinating stuff and may ignore your command. I will recommend you to setting aibo to waiting for command mode first when you start your visual programming. aibo still has emotion and may move its ears and tails while waiting for command mode. Please be gentle as usual to him or to her. Okay, now let's start the very first visual programming. Okay, for the first simple program, we will find a sound section in here and drag and drop to the right, and let's choose yawns from the toggle button, and for the first try, let's click this button and see if it works or not. Yay! Now aibo looks kind of sleepy. Yes, and it says complete. If you have success to tell aibo, like, you will see aibo is yawning and kind of sleepy. Okay, next let's find an action section. Action section, and try to find aibo shakes itself block. So should be here. Then let's connect them. Okay, so here is a sequence of commands. So let's click this again and see how it works. So now aibo yawns and now he shakes himself. Yes, now you made it. Now you know how to combine the request. So now you've completed your very fast visual programming. It's very fun, right? So you can find many other behaviors in here you can try. So please check it out later. So we will go to the next level. So we will make a program which aibo will detect our voice command and respond with it. Yes. Okay. Here we are going to create a program that aibo responds sleepy when you say have a good night. Does it sound interesting? Now let's think about how aibo should react in real. First of all, I think it would be good to use yawn block again, which we used earlier. Okay, let's make it clean. And then how about getting him into a sleeping position if you pet his back? So if we do so, we'll use a blocks in events and we'll use a block from when aibo is said good morning, and just change it to have a good night. And please attach this block to the top of aibo yawns. Now you have a program that when aibo is said have a good night, aibo yawns. Okay. Next, we will program the part which aibo will get into a sleeping posture when aibo back is petted. At this time, we use 4 blocks. So one is a forever block, and the other one is if then block, and the third one is aibo is petted on its back block, and aibo stands up. Where are you? Aibo stands up. Yes, this blue one. So we will use these 4 blocks for this example. So first we will put aibo is petted on its back block into if then block like this, and then find this aibo stands up to the gets into a sleeping position and move it inside of the if then block. And finally we will take it to the forever block, and here I will explain this combination. So if aibo is petted on its back, then aibo gets into a sleeping position. This is kind of easy to think about, and the reason why I put this if then block into forever block is that you have to ask to aibo if he is patted on its back for many of times. You can't for forever time, so continuously. So I put this old block into forever. So with this block, aibo keeps the program will keep asking aibo if it is petted. So let's move this block to here. Okay, and here we are. Now we made a block that if you said aibo, if aibo is said have a good night, then aibo yawns, and if aibo is patted on its back, then aibo gets into a sleeping position. Here we are. So let's try if it works. So let's go. Okay, aibo, have a good night. Oh, looks sleepy. Hey, it's nearly time for sleeping. Oh, now he's very sleepy and goes into a sleeping. Yes. Now it works. Yes, did you nail it? So you can also create many other things with these blocks in visual programming. And that is what this contest is all about. Creating fun programming sets. So please definitely keep thinking about how to do this for the contest. Also, you can find some sample projects in here. If you click this button, you will see sample projects and you will see a lot of elements of programming knowledge. So please check it out later by yourself. So now let's move on to the next topic, which will be a little challenging. We will use custom voice commands, your own favorite word. This step will be a little bit difficult, but we will walk you through it. Don't worry. In this topic, I will show you how to get aibo to respond to your own favorite word. Actually, this can't be done by aibo visual programming alone. So you need to set your voice command on the aibo developer site. This method is a little bit complicated, but I will explain you step by step. So let's start by opening the developer site, and from here you can find the link of aibo developer program, and see here, let's click start developing and click to document tab. So in here you can read a document about what you can ask aibo to do and sample code to program it. At this time, you don't need to read all of it. since it's mostly not related to visual programming. But there are some terms of use, so please read them when you have a time. So first, go to the developer settings page and click signing in. And this time also I have bought my aibo in Japan, so I click this link instead and sign in. So we are now signing in, so please wait a moment. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, now we are. So go to the cognitive phases and you will see like this screen. So in here, you will see the name of aibo you have or you want to teach a word to. And you need to teach the words each of aibo you have. You can teach 3 different words. Use a command 1, 2, 3. And let's click the space mark to teach a command in user command 1. As you see, you will see this white blank box for 3 phrases. This means that you can teach 3 variations of words for that corresponds to the user command. So, for example, let's say you want to make aibo happy when you finish cleaning. Okay, so in this case, let's text like you will say aibo to like finished cleaning, and second variation like all done, or cognitive phrase 3 maybe what you like, maybe all clear. Any words you can set any words you can, but you need to set the words that you can actually pronounce. And now aibo has learned the word finished cleaning, all done, all clear as a custom user command 1. So here's one tip. To teach a custom user command, you need your aibo to be awake. So please make sure your aibo is awake for setting a custom user command. Okay, now you have done for setting your own phrase. So let's go back to visual programming. As I talked a little earlier, I want to set up a programming block that aibo will be happy when I finish cleaning my room. Okay? So here is how we will do it. We will use the block when aibo said good morning. This block. So, however, you can see in here, there is only limited selection for for your cognitive phrase. So how can we add custom user command that we added before? In here, we will use variables in here. Some of you might have heard about variables in programming. Variables are like boxes in which you put numbers or letters. So let's click on some variables and let's name it like finished cleaning, and let's make a new variable, and please bring it to the right, and let's move it to this one, and this is kind of a reasonable way for the terms, but hang on, please click on this block. You will find that the content of the block or the box, this box, is actually a 0. This is because initially the content of the box is 0. So we have to set its contents properly. So let's bring a block named set finish cleaning to 0 block here, and let's change here to user command 1. Okay, so if you click on this, the box is the inside of this variable is changed as user command 1. So let's bring a block named let's bring this block to here, and now because you've set the contents of this variable as user command 1, so aibo should detect our custom command of user command 1. Okay, so here is one tip. Let's bring this block to this orange block and add some command by clicking your right button, and let's say something like click me first if you open window. So the reason why I did this is if you close this window and restart your project and reload your project, you will see the content of the variable is initialized as 0. So you have to emphasize that you need to click this set finish cleaning to user command 1 for initialization. So I add the comment like this. Okay, now preparation is almost over. Lastly, let's bring the block of maybe aibo dances to here and connect them. So it should be completed. So as a recap, this program block means when aibo is said finished cleaning, aibo should respond with dances. Oops. Okay. Interrupted. Sorry. Don't mind about that. So if I said when aibo is said this word and aibo dances. So let's see if it works. Okay. Aibo, how are you? So finished cleaning. Oh, he says okay. Oh yes, yay! Thank you. I finished my cleaning. Oh, thank you. Looks so cute, right? So now you see how to add your custom command and how to respond with that command. So this was a little bit more complicated than the first step, but now you can set your own favorite phrases. So please try it out later by yourself. So we are pretty much done of today's topic. How was that? I have some additional info to share before we go to the questions. As I said earlier, we will have a programming contest. So I didn't mention in the first corner, but actually we have some prizes for the winners of the contest. So this is one example of prize, a laptop case. Yeah. So this laptop case, oh sorry, maybe this one. And this laptop case is made by same material as your aibo's cocoon. Actually, this is not for sale, so it's kind of very rare stuff. And we have another prizes. That is a aibo's notebook. This is also not for sale, so let's please try hard to earn this winner prize. Okay, now you have a big motivation, right? So for talking about contest, actually there is no limit for the number of applications. You can apply multiple programs as you want. So I will introduce you how to apply your program. So please use a Twitter and make a hashtag like this, aibo VP contest, and post your aibo's movie like this. And also please add a program's sequence like in here. Okay, now it's nearly time for QA session. So if you have anything you want to ask, please post a comment. Okay. So what we have? So question, can I install the program I called to my aibo? Okay. Answer is okay. The question is, can I install the program I called to my aibo? Unfortunately, it's no. The answer is no. If you want to execute the program, you have to do it via visual programming page. It will be easy to save the program and execute it from your smartphone. Okay, let's move on to the number 9. Let's move on to the another questions. So, question is, does the program I make affect my aibo's personality? If make a mistake, can I delete my program without any affecting my aibo? Okay. aibo's visual programming or aibo's program in web API does not affect to your aibo's character or personality. So please keep on programming as you play with your aibo. So, but as I said, please be gentle if you, as usual, when you're programming. Our development team are try to be respectful when we are developing aibo. Okay, so quick answer is it doesn't affect to the personality. Okay, so let's go to another question. So the question is, when can aibo be connected to our music apps, and the music will be played through aibo's speaker? So the answer is aibo visual programming. In aibo's visual programming, we cannot connect to another application. So, but in aibo's web API, you can connect your aibo with another music service. So maybe you can link with your aibo to your music. But you cannot play music in visual programming, or you cannot play music from aibo in visual programming or aibo's web API. So maybe you can use your another extra speaker or something other stuff. Okay, let's move on to the other question. So the question is, if I forgot to terminate waiting for command mode before finishing visual programming, Is there a way to terminate it? So quick answer is yes. Please push the power button to turn the waiting for command mode off. Then turn it on, and the aibo, your own aibo will be stop waiting for command mode, even if you forget to turning off your waiting for command mode. Okay, maybe let's go to another question. So where can I? Okay. So the question is, I have two aibos. How can I change the default aibo's name? So the quick answer is, unfortunately, you cannot change the default aibo's name, but you can make it variable. So you can change by yourself. And maybe next, what question I should answer? Okay, next is, can I apply for the contest in English? The question is, can I apply for the contest in English? Of course, yes. Please apply without any hesitation. So we are very waiting and welcoming your application to the contest. Okay, so let's move on to the next questions. The next question is, can I apply for the contest via Facebook? So question is, can I apply for the contest via Facebook? So this answer is no. Please post it to the Twitter with tags. The tags needs to be aibo VP contest or aibo idea contest. This one. Yes. Okay, let's move on to the other questions. Okay, the question is, will it possible to use user command always without open the visual programming? So the question is, will it possible to use user command always without open the visual programming? So the answer is aibo. So in aibos, okay, the aibos, the program in the program you created in visual programming, you need to use it inside of visual programming. So maybe you can use, I think it's very, if you are an expert of program, I think it's suitable for prototyping your application with visual programming. Okay, so let's move on to the other question. So the question is, will more features comes to the aibo API in the future, such as the option to program more specific movements? And question is, will more features come to the aibo API in future, such as the option to program more specific movements? The answer is yes. Yes. aibo, we will keep on developing another features in aibo API or aibo visual programming. Actually, I'm part of that, so I will make a great effort in developing. So please looking forward to seeing new features for future. Okay, let's move on to the other topic, other questions. The question is how to access the data that aibo stores in the cloud as he learns. So the question is how to access the data that aibo stores in the cloud as he learns. So the question is how to access the data that aibo stores in the cloud as he learns. So the answer is, unfortunately, you cannot access to the data for now. So maybe this is enough. Okay, do you have any other questions? If you have questions, please post it in here. Since I'm a developer and maybe I have still much of time to answer your question, answer your comment. Oh yeah, we have the questions or maybe comment like it would be nice to upload your visual programming program to the My aibo app in the trick section. Okay. So the comment is, it would be nice to upload your visual programming program to the My aibo app in the tricks section. Okay, thanks for comment. This is kind of useful. We will take it account for developing plan. Thank you. Okay, we still have other questions. The question is, aibo visual programming seems to be a Scratch. Can I use all the function of Scratch for aibo visual programming? The question is, aibo visual programming seems to be a Scratch. Can I use all the function of Scratch for aibo visual programming? So for this question, answer is aibo visual programming is not a Scratch, but you can program with a Scratch-like interface. So aibo visual programming is not Scratch, but you can program aibo but like Scratch-like interface. Okay. So the question, we have other question. The question is, once a program has been made for aibo, can it be used when aibo is on, but the VP page isn't open? I hope this I hope this question makes sense. Once a program has been made for aibo. Can it be used when aibo is on but VP page isn't open? The quick answer is no. aibo visual program, you need to execute the program via aibo visual programming website. So yes, if you want to execute a program even if you want to execute a program, even you don't open the web browser, you need to execute via web API and launch your server. So for visual programming, you need to complete it within this interface. So we have other question. Will there be more videos like this for more visual programming? Will there be more videos like this for more visual programming? So the answer is should be like if you tell me about what kind of information you want to know, we will prepare for videos like this. So if now if you have anything you want to know, please post anything to the chat forum. We will hold this kind of web seminar based on your demand, how can I say, as we will make a strong effort for that. So you can leave your comment to the chat forum. Did you get my answer? Okay. So we have another question like, will you guys be adding more dance movies to the MyWeb app? Okay, maybe this is the last question. Will you guys be adding more dance movies to the MyWeb app? Will you guys be adding more dance movies to the MyWeb app? So the answer is you cannot bring your program to MyWeb app. Answer will be like you cannot bring your you cannot bring your visual programming program to MyWeb app, unfortunately. So the question time will be nearly over. Okay, if you have any extra questions, you might be able to post it to the quick questionnaire. We will announce you from now on. So please keep watching it to the last like 2 minutes. Okay. I have one announcement. Please make sure to join the aibo USA Facebook group page to hear about updates on the contests and sign up for the newsletter on aibo. So we are looking forward to joining you both contests, ideas and visual programming contest. You will have more chances to win by entering both. And my teammate will post a quick questionnaire for this event. Okay, I think it's nearly time for closing. Have you enjoyed our event? So we will plan to have another web seminar like this soon. So please looking forward about that. So see you soon. Have a happy coding. Bye. Okay, I will bring my aibo. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot you. Oh, so see you soon and have a happy coding. Bye.